So, Karl, we're talking about somebody today who is super boring on purpose.
Okay.
So, I want to see you, Karl, get your bore on.
Okay, so this is going to be a boring video.
It's going to be a boring video, yeah.
Strap yourselves in, folks. You're in for a ride. For a lot of people, being told they're boring will be an insult. For tennis player Andy Murray, however, it is his confirmation that his ingenious plan of being as boring as possible to avoid controversy is working exactly as he assumed it would.
So thank you for applying. What's your name?
Andrew Murray,
And what's your occupation?
tennis player.
So, Karl, do you want to tell us a little bit about Andy Murray?
Of course, Brad. At the time of recording this article, Andy Murray is rated 16th in the world at singles tennis. He's also an Olympic champion at the sport. In short, he's pretty good at playing tennis.
Super scintillating and sensational from Murray.
I would love it if this is the first video of our channel someone
Yeah, that'd be
watches.
amazing. If this is the one that goes viral, people are like, what the fuck is it?
Why is anyone watching this?
Do you know what though? If this is the one that goes viral, I'm going to have to commit to this gimmick. And that's going to be well gutting. Right, keep going, come on. Despite the fact he's one of the best tennis players on the planet, few members of the press want to interview Murray, due to the fact he often answers questions given to him with short, concise, factually correct but otherwise uninteresting answers, delivered in a droning, monotonous voice that sounds like a Hoover that's been left on for a very long time, while staring at them with a lifeless, soulless gaze that screams, "I'm here, but I'm very unhappy about it." Seriously, watch any random clip of Murray talking to the press, and it looks like paint drying in HD. Only paint drying in HD would be more interesting, because at least the paint might have a funny name, like Arctic Wind or Beaver Taint Orange.
You know, I tried my best right to the end. I was, gave everything I had, so I'm proud about that.
Brad, would you like to know what Murray's nickname is in the press?
Yeah, what is his nickname, Karl?
Sure, I'll tell you. It's Mr. Angry, because the press apparently can't be bothered giving him a more interesting nickname, like the Tranquilizer or Megatron. Stop it! We're gonna do this. This is the gimmick we're committing to now. Folks, this is what our videos are going to be forever.
Every single video.
This is every single video now, because you know what? I kind of like it. I kind of like it as a gimmick. This is a better gimmick than the one we had where he's like, when I'm talking normally. I'm not drinking anymore. It's all about delivering it in the most monotonous, boring way possible. That's how you get information across. Murray's attitude during interviews and the fact he gives dull, boring, monotonous answers has led to him developing a reputation as something of a wet fish, which suits him down to the ground because it allows him to completely avoid controversy, because nobody wants to talk to him.
So how do we know that he does it on purpose?
Well, in an interview with GQ magazine, Murray was asked to respond to an accusation by another player, who I'm not going to name because fuck them, about him having no character.
I know you're speaking because this happens, but what's coming out, it just sounds like
Murray responded, whether or not people like him is irrelevant.
What's that got to do with him giving really boring answers?
Well, by giving boring, factually correct but otherwise innocuous statements in response to questions, Murray basically avoids all scandal and controversy because there's really nothing for tabloids to print, which is why obviously I didn't name that player that called him boring and said he had no character, because I'm adopting the Murray route of trying to avoid controversy. And also I didn't look it up. I couldn't be bothered.
It's interesting how I'm not finding things to say to you because it's impossible.
It's almost like this technique works.
It is.
It's almost like giving boring, factually correct answers to questions and then not elaborating on them whatsoever. It's a really good way of getting people to stop talking to you.
So why does he do this in the first place?
Well, in 2006, Murray was bombarded with death threats after he answered a question from an interviewer asking who he was supporting in that year's World Cup with whoever is playing against England.
Shots fired. I repeat, shots fired.
Well, he's Scottish, isn't he? So that sounds like a joke.
It was a joke. Well, the interviewer didn't mention this when they quoted him. They also didn't mention the fact that they'd made fun of the fact that Scotland hadn't made it into that year's World Cup.
What happened as a result of that?
Well, he got bombarded with death threats, Brad.
I'm losing my place. I can't concentrate on what we just said.
I'm going to be honest, I'm very disappointed. You're not being very professional, mate.
I'm really sorry, mate.
Don't you do that. It's my gimmick. Stop stealing
I wasn't trying to be me. I said a bit of inflection in the voice.
No, you didn't. Can you believe this fucking guy?
The contrast, the fact that you're wearing a John Cena shirt that says "Never Give Up."
I can't see that.
Turn around.
Can't wait for all the comments saying, why is Karl not wearing a shirt in this video? After enduring months of death threats because of an out-of-context quote reported in a newspaper, Murray decided, fuck this, and adopted a persona of complete and utter blandness, becoming the human personification of times 10 New Roman font.
Can you describe yourself in 3 words?
Boring, unfunny, and miserable.
So has this worked?
Pretty much. To my knowledge, Murray has not really been involved in any scandals since then, except for a minor one around the time of the Scottish referendum, when people were confused about why he'd not made his thoughts on the matter clear. Since being a Scotsman, they expected him to be quite vocal about it. And he did release a statement and then made direct reference to that 2006 incident where he said he didn't want his quotes being taken out of context, so deliberately stayed quiet all these years about virtually every issue that could be considered somewhat controversial. Other than that, Murray has basically become a black hole of charisma that no tabloid newspapers want to talk to because they know they're not going to get anything interesting out of him, which in my book makes him a fucking hero. Because you know what? There's no more noble goal than fucking over the Daily Mail. So if you enjoyed that video, why not smash that like button, or ring the bell to join the Fact Fiend notification squad, or comment below with your favourite Andy Murray moment. Don't forget to subscribe for more excellent content like this. I'll also be giving away GTA 5 shark cards in my upcoming stream. I can't fucking do it. That's what fucking YouTubers do, innit? Fuck it, I'm so sorry if you sat through all that video. That was physically painful for me. So while I was recording that video under the guise of a brick of fucking translucent porridge, I was just thinking in my head, this is exactly what it's like to be one of those people who does like unboxing videos or something. Do you know, like where they're so afraid to ever make any sort of statement that could be conceived as in any way controversial. They just adopt this persona of just nothingness. And they are just so over-enthusiastic about everything. They refuse to even address the minutest criticism or bring up anything negative in any way because they just don't want that hassle. You get so worried when you make statements like when I say stuff like criticise a TV show or say I don't like something, you get worried and say we should edit that out. It's like, my face is the one that's on camera.
But I have to be the like vague censor.
I don't care.
But at the end of the day, it's a fact channel, and people come here for like the facts with a bit of humour.
No one comes here for the facts, mate. People come here for funny stories.
The point is that I'm trying to keep things like
PG-13.
I'm trying to keep the controversy out until we're more popular and we can get away with it.
That's no way of doing it. You want to do it when you're small, man. People like there is no honour in being super huge and having an audience who'll believe anything you say and coming out and shitting on something or somebody. There's no honour in that. People don't respect the lion of the Serengeti for sauntering over and devouring the gazelle. People respect the honey badger. People respect the tiny creature that comes in. You know what? Fuck this, I'm going to do it. People respect...
The next video's about the honey badger.
Exactly. Yeah.
setting up the sequel.
There's no honour in being a huge, massive YouTube channel and wading into a controversy, acting like your opinion matters or you're putting anything at risk. No, you're fucking not. You've got your money, you're fine. Who cares what you say?
I think it's the fact that you made one short, off-the-cuff joke about a certain president, and suddenly the entire comment section is full of insults.
Yeah, but those people are assholes. And they're probably watching this video, and it's funny. Don't you find it funny, Brad?
Yeah, but I'm the one who has to go through those comments.
No, you don't. No one's asking you to do that.